Okay, peeps, so initially I was going to do a different video today, but an opportunity came up and the sky was just being crazy awesome for me, and it was showing things that I wanted to end up showing you guys. So I just figured this is a sign. I'm going to take this as a sign and just go with it. So what we're going to end up doing is for me to show you this common theme that I see in the clouds, and I'm going to follow the video and explain what I see. Mind you, there is so much going on in this video, it would take hours long. But I just want you to see the consistent patterns and behaviors. I'm going to do my best to break it down for you. Okay? I'm going to do the best with what I taped as well, but it's way better in person. So I'm hoping that you can see the basics of what I'm trying to tell you, and then you can just look at the clouds outside when you can and see if you can see it in person, and you'll be able to see everything so much more clear. And I'm hoping that you end up understanding what I'm talking about with these patterns and stuff. So let's just shoot right to the video, and then we'll gather our thoughts back here later. So first, there's more than one of these in this picture, but the biggest one right in front of our faces. Do you see the eyeball, pupil, and all? So it looks slightly square, but a perfectly round pupil in the center. And then it looks like there's something coming from the pupil and projecting in front of it. Now, I wanted to actually play this on the computer so I could stop it and point at the places that need to be pointed at. But it comes up terrible on my computer. So I really do hope that you guys get what I'm trying to say. So, don't get me wrong, you will see lots of symbols in the sky in what I show you that reference the pyramid with an eye, the Eye of Horus, pentagrams, dragons. It goes on and on. But the core of everything is a kaleidoscope of eyes. And those eyes project things around in front of it, around it, to other eyes. And so like right here, you can see where there's the connection. And right in front of us, dead in front of us, there is a big pink looking pupil, and then you can see to the left of it, it looks like a beam of light coming, and then there's some shadows that were around it, and then I turned the camera, and we'll get back to it though. But you see where, good job, Renizzle. Okay, and the beam of light that's coming down, straight down. And what happens around these beams of light is things are projected in front of it, and then suddenly clouds start to form around what's projected. So you'll start to see that happening in this area. So there's that shape, and then in the back it looks like there's a huge eyeball, right? You can see the details. They look like veiny or something. And as the eyeball moves in closer, the clouds start to close in front of it, and you can see that there's beams of light coming from the eye, and it's projecting another eye in front of it. And then that eye is projecting another eye, and then what'll happen is clouds will start to form around those projections. And these beams of light, it appears is that they can intentionally grab onto those clouds that form around those projections and intentionally move them around. So you can see where I'm showing you right there, where there's two of them, two beams of light that are connected in front of it from that eyeball that you clearly see right there. And it can move around. It goes to different other eyes that you see in the sky. And another thing that happens is those beams of light come straight down all the way to us. So yeah, I just wanted to show you right there that you may see like a bigger eye, and then within that eye, it's other eyes will form within it. It's like eyes within eyes within eyes within eyes. And then there's the beams of light, and sometimes those beams of light can project pyramids. It can project like what you saw earlier, what looked like a dragon, and it just looked like beams of light coming out of its nose, or yeah, stuff like that, like what I'm showing you there. But the core of everything is, and I know it sounds so weird and so corny, and I think that's the point of it, is if someone talks about seeing eyeballs in the sky, then everyone's gonna, of course I sound like I'm tripping. I know how it sounds. Trust me, people. I know how it sounds. But it is what it is. It's true. Someone's got to get it out there. Someone's got to say it. But check this out. So if all of that, those beams of light and the energy come down to us, what happens when it gets to us? Bottom line for right now, though, is a couple of things. If these things can create and manipulate clouds, then they can certainly manipulate the weather. No? I mean, that's what I'm guessing. The next thing is these beams of light shoot down on us. So let's take a look at some pictures taken outside. Some people hate pixelation, but I personally love it. And I will explain why in just a moment. So what I did to prove my point is I just Googled picture of people outside. And that first picture there, that was touched up a lot. It was professionally done, so I couldn't find what I was looking for. But in the second one to the right, that's the one that we're going to take a look at. So the pixelation does what the clouds do. They reveal what's really going on. So we're going to zoom in on just around people's heads because I noticed that's where I see a lot of stuff going on. So let's just look back behind this young lady's head here. You can see the silhouette of an eye behind her, just like what we were looking at in the clouds. And then do you see all of this energy that is surrounding her head? And things that are the silhouettes and shapes of eyeballs, beams of light that are coming to and around her head. You can tell in the discolorations, you can see the pupils there, you can see the different lighting. So we're going to focus on this chick now. Just a random chick from the picture. So I don't know why it's up for so long. But okay, zooming in. Do you see what's going on? The different colors. There's the pink, there's the yellow that a lot of people identify with and see in the sky. There's also, you see where there's something behind that woman. It looks like a big eyeball and it's projecting, or beams of light are going to her head. And then there's also, you can clearly see that pupil there and the one that's behind that guy's head. And it's putting energy towards him, and it was down to his neck. So it's not necessarily just around people's heads, though. These things are everywhere. If you can zoom in really, really close in everything, the same patterns that you see going on in the clouds is going on all of the time, all around us. And it leads me to my next question. All right, here's my next question. Is this really a simulated reality or matrix? Or is this proof of the forces that constantly surround us? Or is it something else? The reason I'm not sure is because it seems like I can communicate with what's in the clouds to some degree. It really seems like some of them want to join in on my fun stuff, and some seem friendly, but all are very standoffish in some way. You know, some more extreme than others. Some are a little bit more friendly, but they're still timid. And you know, that also makes me wonder, well, could the government have assigned a DNA code or something to HAARP maybe? Or, you know, there could be millions of other things that we don't know about. But either way, you know, one cannot avoid the patterns, the behaviors, the consistencies, and I want to show you guys more photos. The thing is it's just so hard for me to try and crop them down and then try and talk to you about them, or even circle spots without being able to use my finger to show you what I'm talking about. So I hope you guys got the main idea. If you want me to show you more, I will show you more. I will just Google more pictures, and this includes from the early 1900s. This video is not what I was going to talk about with the aircraft and organic things that hover around horizons and the patterns that they do, which is very similar to what goes on in the sky, but just in a different kind of way. This isn't that video, and I actually wanted to work on my networking video tonight, so you just see where my brain is going right now. But even back from early 1900s, I can zoom right in, and maybe once you know the patterns, then you'll know what to look for. I mean, you just zoom right in and you can see all of these things. Just follow the beams of light, really. And especially around people's heads, I notice in photos. So let me know what you guys think. I mean, these are just some guesses of mine. I'm just showing you what I notice, what I see, and like I said before, we could just try to figure this out together. So I hope this was enough information for you. If not, please let me know. I will do my best to prove it to you even better. I do all of this on my phone, so that there's only so much that I can do, but I'm trying my best. So if there's something that you need clarified or that you want me to show more of, like I said, just please tell me. So I'll just leave you guys with that for now. And then hopefully the next video will be the networking, and then following that will be the video about the things that hang out around the horizons, the things that pretend like they're airplanes in the sky and they're really not. And I'll prove to you why they're not real. I mean, the thing is I have photos. I could go out and try and, well, I have to tape binoculars to my phone to get a, you know, like a really good look where it doesn't look like just a little speck in the camera. You can see the details. And then I'll show you how they change, how they transform, and what their behaviors are. So thank you for watching this. I really appreciate you guys. I love you. And I'll talk to you soon. Okay. Peace.